Namaste to everyone. Namaste Gopal Bhaiya. Good morning. Welcome to the morning session. Today is day 4 and we are having this particular assignment for the day 3. Ji Bhaiya, over to you.
नमस्ते भैया, am I audible?
Now you are audible Bhaiya.
जी,
Ji, Namaste.
नमस्ते. So namaste everyone. Welcome to all in this morning session. So we are discussing happiness. So we are trying to explore, is happiness our innate nature or is it an external influence? So why we are exploring this? Because we all want to be happy in continuity. So it becomes important for all of us. What is happiness? What efforts can make continuity of my happiness? So that's why it is important to explore whether happiness is my innate nature or is it some external influence. So if it is some external influence, we will make all efforts outside. We will make efforts in our environment outside, to the people outside. If it is innate nature, then I will make effort on my understanding, my feeling. So in this simple assignment, we are just trying to see what we do when we are away from our mobile, when we are away from our gadgets. How do we feel? So these assignments are very simple, but we need to do it. So when we will do these assignments, we can observe ourselves, what is happening in me. So assignment is very simple. Throughout the day, we need to observe our activities. How often we are trying to feel good by selectively eating foods, listening to music of your choice, etc. How often we are seeking out people that you like to talk to, and how often we avoid people that we are uncomfortable with. And what is your conclusion from this exercise? So observing yourself and your conclusion, and write down your conclusion in a notebook. So this is very important. So let's start with the assignment. Let's take few sharing on assignment. So if you have noticed both these 2 points, then you can share your observation and you can share what you have concluded from this assignment. So if anyone has done this assignment, so you can share what is your conclusion from this exercise. And
Hello, sir.
नमस्ते भैया.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
जी.
Am I audible?
जी जी.
Good morning, everybody. I got the opportunity yesterday to attend the two parties. One was the party my colleague is going to Australia, and second party was the Mr. Agrawal he got a grandson and he has arranged a party in the evening. I attended both the party and I enjoyed the eating, the likings of the food. But ultimately, the conclusion was that the eating should be only for the purpose of health. Not only that we are going into a party and we can go on eating, and then after that we want that I should be given or like that things. And one thing I also observed, that wastage of food. Many people take food and they don't want to eat all that, then they throw it, and it is very I feel it, and I personally take it very seriously, and I never try to leave out even a grain in my plate. So these are the things which should I am following, and that the taste of the food is not the only criteria for the selection. It should be healthy also. So these are my few observations. Hello, sir.
जी जी भैया जी. So nice भैया, है ना. So ultimately it is the purpose of assignment, है ना? Because naturally, if you see naturally, so we naturally want to eat food to nurture the body. But with this assignment, we will be able to see what is actually happening in me. Something is natural in me, but something is happen in me due to my sanskar, due to our past habits, due to our tendencies. So this assignment will help us to see that we want something else naturally, but we are doing something else. And this doing is happening because we are assuming that happiness is an external influence. So you have taken very good example, Bhaiya. But in parties, we can observe easily. So whenever we see variety of foods, so we got attracted toward these foods. So whenever we are in such a scenario, we need to just observe. I am taking this food because I like its taste, smell, etc. So we need to be aware. Yes, I like its taste. That's why I have come to this stall. Similarly, in party, we can also observe people. There are so many people in the party, but we feel comfortable with those people whom we like. And we like because somehow we get appreciation from them, we are recognized from them. So if we conclude this exercise, so we can conclude that happiness is still an external influence for us. That's why we are getting attracted towards tasty things, towards few people, because it's still, happiness is an external influence for us.
Bhaiya,
But we need,
I may I interrupt? One more thing I observed, that there were two varieties. One was tiki and other was the pakoda of palak. Uh, and I chose the pakoda palak since I treated as that this is healthier one. So I did not only selected my uh, choice only based upon the taste. The tikki might also be tastier, I think, but I chose, and my friend who was with me, he chose tikki, and I said this is also having more oil. So we should also think about that what type we eat. That should be chosen on the parameter of healthier and tastier both. If healthier is given the first preference, then our health may be protected from deterioration.
जी भैया बिल्कुल.
Thank you.
So if happiness is innate nature, then we will take these parameters as priority. है ना? If happiness is an external influence, then we will keep taste at the priority. So we can see variety of selections from variety of people in party, है ना, based on their priority. But it is good भैया that है ना, you are able to see that you are selecting to nurture your body. That
Thank
is
you.
nice. जी. So let's take one more sharing.
Namaskar, Gopal Bhaiya, and good morning to all of you.
नमस्ते भैया.
Am I audible, Bhaiya?
जी जी clearly.
Okay. So, continuing the process of self-reflection on day 3 and coming to the point number 1. Because yesterday was our holiday or off in lieu of the second Saturday, which will be on 10th. So, I got ample time to spend with my family. In my family, I have my father, mother. Although my wife went to her school, but then after a half day she came back. And as soon as she came to know Friday evening that Saturday I'll be at home, so she started asking me from that time only, what should I prepare for you for breakfast, lunch before going to school? These are the things you like. Because we have been married now for 20 years, so she knows what do I prefer in eating as compared to other things. So, she, although she is not attending these sessions, I would like to tell her if she can devote some time towards this as well. So, she started discussion regarding the tastes. So, what should I prepare so that it is more, you find it more tasty as compared to the other things? And somehow she also knows that I prefer listening to the old songs sung by Muhammad Rafi and Lata Mangeshkar. And then for a few minutes, when I listen to those songs with my earpods, so I get feel good factor. So this was my routine from the past also. So when she returned back from the school, so she said, I prepared this for you. So did you like it? Did How was the taste? So she was expecting appreciation for that, that someone should say that yes, you put hard work and hard efforts in preparation of good tasty food. So somehow I realized, although I didn't say in front of her, but then afterwards I realized that uh, down the line for the last so many years, without realizing, without even thinking, I have made dependency of my taste on external food from different sources. So whether it is prepared at home, whether it's prepared outside home, as the sir was just mentioning in party, whether it is pala pakoda or tikki or anything else. So we have made our dependencies on external factors. That if I will get this, my sense organs will feel good. If I will not get this, maybe that will not happen. So somewhere down the line, natural acceptance the conflicts with this. That is what I was trying to understand. Natural acceptance will never is now not saying that have your dependency on these particular food products or items and satisfy your taste buds. So it is regarding the healthy. As long as you are getting healthy nutritious food, whether it is salad only which is prepared at home, whether it is nutritious food, whether it is fruit, vegetables, so natural acceptance is get satisfied. But then earlier somehow I'm not saying I was not aware, but then I was not paying that much attention, so that thing was getting ignored. So in the evening I realized this, that it is natural acceptance. What does natural acceptance want? And then as far as second point is concerned, yes, it happens with me a lot of time. I must admit, I must say, and generally what we do is uh, we give the terms, very fancy terms. Think alike people, the people who think alike in the organization, in a friend circle, when we are sitting in a group, whether it is people sitting in colony. So we tend to talk more to those people whom we think that they are uh, alike us in terms of thinking. So it happens. It is my general tendency, even at my office work, even if otherwise also in society, in the surroundings. And there are few people that I have earmarked. I have labeled them because of one rare incidents, maybe two incidents. I have labeled them that these people, their frequency is entirely different. So they do not gel up with me. They do not understand my concern. I do not understand their concern. So I tried to avoid communicating with them more often than not. So only when we are standing head to head, then we say hello, hi, that's it. Nothing more than that. But again, when I uh, introspected on the basis of explored myself on the basis of natural acceptance, I said my natural acceptance wants the relationship with each one of the persons, whether the person is in organization, surroundings, my immediate neighborhood. So that doesn't differentiate between these two. So why are you differentiating? So then I realized that yes, and yesterday I broke that barrier. I called that person myself, took the initiative. I called them on phone, and I was pleasantly surprised that the response I got from that person. That person is hospitalized right now. I was not even aware. See, when you are not in touch, when you are not interacting with the people, sometimes you are not in touch. Where, what are they doing? Where are they? And from hospital, where we assume that person is in a lot of pain, lot of anguish, still that person was smiling, laughing, and then responded very well and said, I am very pleased that you called me. You are asking me how am I. So as soon as I'll get well, I'll come to meet you. So the confirmation came that yes, natural acceptance is same for everyone. That person also wants to interact with me. I also want to interact with that person. Maybe the difference is difference of opinion. Sometimes on the same matter we have difference of opinion, but as long as the common objective or goal is same, that can be resolved easily if we pay attention. So these two incidents I could recall yesterday,
जी
but
भैया
then uh, much introspection is required, and I'm trying to work on that, Gopal Bhaiya.
जी जी sure. So what is your conclusion भैया from your observation regarding
Yeah,
these two incidents?
conclusion is our happiness. We have right now till now. I have surrendered my happiness on external factors. Like if this person will behave according to my wishes, I will be happy with this person. There are lot of ifs, if and else. That I have done my own programming so far. If this will happen, then I'll be happy. If this person will respond with this way, if whether that person is my subordinate, my boss, my colleague, my society member, my friend. So dependency in everything, almost everything. But when it comes to natural acceptance, if I will say the correct thing which is naturally acceptable to that person is bound to do the same what I am expecting from that person to say, and it is vice
जी
versa. So more listening to natural acceptance rather than finding happiness through external forces. I think that is what I have concluded so far. But please, Gopal, we add if I'm missing some important thing over here. Please add it and guide.
जी. So you may भैया just write down your conclusion in a notebook.
Okay,
So it will help you in long time.
sure, Bhaiya.
जी. Okay भैया. So thank you भैया. Let's take one more sharing.
Hello, Bia, am I audible?
जी जी.
So, sir, I want to share that I observed that in morning while getting ready for job, I daily listen 1 to 2 songs, but I observed that one song uh, can't give pleasure to me every day. I can't listen one song daily. And several days ago, there is a program in my family, and lot of sweets were left over, and I was compelled to eat 1 to 2 piece every day. So, but after 3 to 5 days, I started to getting irritated by these sweets. So, conclusion is that these things give pleasure for very short time. So, I can't live continuously happy by getting a pleasurable sensation through the body's sense organs.
Ji. So it is another important point that you have noted,
Yes, sir.
that this sensual pleasure cannot continue our happiness. In
Yes,
fact,
sir.
it creates craving.
Yes, sir.
It creates craving but cannot continue my happiness.
Yes, sir.
In fact, we want happiness in continuity, and this sensual pleasure cannot continue our happiness. So there is a craving in us to continue our happiness. So we need to find out right way to continue our happiness. So our senses does not have that ability that can continue my happiness. So we need to find a right way to continue our happiness. So that we will explore here gradually.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Good morning. Hope my voice is audible.
जी भैया.
Yeah, thank you. So after attending yesterday's session, I started observing these things like throughout the day how it goes on and etc. So I'll just quote an example as a part of my yesterday's observability. So what I have noticed is generally after doing some general household works, helping and all these things, I sit for some time. So I have a kid who says of around 3 years actually. So he started speaking and like small words actually. So what I have noticed is some earlier I have not see I earlier also used to speak to me, but because of this I didn't observe this to this level, so I didn't feel it actually. But after yesterday's session, I started observing it keenly. So what I have noticed is like whenever he voluntarily comes and speaks to me. Most of the times, I never force him like come and speak to me, something like that actually. So because children's moods and behaviors are typical actually. So yesterday, what I have noticed is like he came to me and started speaking to me with the small words. But whenever he starts speaking, he speaks continuously. So what I have noticed is like some kind of what to say happiness inside is noticed actually, because I didn't voluntarily ask him to speak to me, but he came to me and started speaking to me. But what I have noticed is like some kind of happiness as long as he was speaking with me. I felt happy, and like that I can't express them. I can't measure that level of happiness, but it was a beautiful experience actually. As long as he was speaking, once he left, I mean, it was like after some point of time, he went away actually. So slowly, like what I felt is like the happiness also went away, but still, like some kind of calmness still exists, like the way which I used to practice earlier. So it was still there, but the experience which I have found when he was speaking is something different. So bro, I just want to know like now is this an external, because it's not the conversation which I have initiated. So something like directly he started conversing with me. So I felt that talking like speaking to him or he speaks to me with a cute words and make me happy actually. So now, what should I consider? Should I consider the source of happiness is the external factor, or should I consider it a case where some things happen and it will directly induce the happiness nodes which is available inside our system?
जी so भैया keep it open है ना for time being.
Yeah.
You again observe it
Okay.
and see when he comes to you repeatedly, है ना, will
Okay.
you feel happy every
Okay.
time.
Okay.
So just keep it open and observe it more.
Mm,
है ना?
sure.
So both possibilities are there.
Mhm.
One possibility is when he comes, I start with feeling of relationship. That's why I am happy. Or when he comes, I am happy because of his politeness, his है ना, innocence, his language. Both possibilities are there. But you keep it open for yourself. We will see it gradually.
Okay.
All right, भैया.
Thank you.
Okay, भैया. So one last hand is raised.
Maya, namaste and good morning.
Namaste, Didi.
Maya, I was journaling out this assignment for
Mhm.
yesterday. So, what I can see for the first question is yes, even though after getting to know the proposal that in order to have continuity of happiness, the source of my happiness is innate, which is within me. But even after getting to know that, I can see I seek out happiness from outside. So generally, I go to have some selective foods, which I think it will make me happy. So I can see that. And similarly, for the second question, yes. See, for example, uh, if I have a small misunderstanding with my family members or people or colleagues in my workplace, so as mentioned, there are two possibilities. One is I go to them voluntarily and I want to patch it up. So that happens. Or at times I avoid them so that I think I'll be feeling comfortable. So this also happens. And what I conclude is yes, even though after getting the proposal, I'm still seeking happiness from outside. So this is my reflection, Baya, and I would like to get a clarity on this. Baya, when I say that, see, when I have some misunderstanding, say with my kids, I voluntarily go towards them. I go and talk with them. And if that is considered as uh, getting happiness from the outside environment, in that case, then what should be my behavior, Baya? How should I behave in that case? Is going towards them and patching up is something wrong, or should I leave it as such? So, in such scenario, how should I behave, Baya?
जी दीदी. See, important is what feeling I have, not what should I behave. If I have a feeling of relationship, that is naturally acceptable to me. So this feeling of relationship is important. So how should I behave? It will depend. It will change time to time, person to person. So for example, this morning session is going on. So we share our experiences with each other. So sometimes I give elaborated answer, sometimes I give short answer. Depends on who is asking the question, and how long the person is into this morning session. So my expression is changed, but important is feeling. I have a feeling of relationship with everyone. So that is important. That makes me comfortable, because this is naturally acceptable to me. Similarly, feeling of relationship if you have, that will make you comfortable, because it is our innate nature. Now, how should I behave? It takes evaluation. It will vary people to people. But if your feeling is consistent, that will ensure mutual happiness. So feeling is important. Behavior expression will change, and it will be managed naturally according to the other's competence. So that we will see, Didi. And
Yeah.
you are attending for 8th batch, na Didi?
Yes, Maya. I started from 8th batch.
Starting from 8th batch. So important is feeling. Suppose there is a kid, and there is a mother-in-law, husband, father-in-law. We need to check in interaction with everyone, what is my feeling? What is naturally acceptable to me? To start with feeling of relationship or opposition. So feeling is important.
Okay.
So you
Maya.
just
Yes.
check every time. Whenever there's different persons, you check yourself. What is feeling in me? So if feeling is consistent, then I can communicate, maybe with less expression, maybe with elaborated expression. Maybe I need to elaborate many things to my child. Maybe I need to elaborate few things to my husband. But important is what feeling I have at that moment. And that is important. Right, Didi?
Yes, Maya. Thank you, Maya. Thank you so much.
So let's move towards next slides. And then I will come back to. So whatever is being discussed here, take it as a proposal and verify it, rather than assuming something true. Verify each proposal for yourself. So do assignment and observe what is happening, what is your conclusion, and don't accept it true or false. Keep verifying it and see what happens naturally. So now we can discuss happiness. So happiness is a state or situation in which I live. If there is harmony, synergy in it, then it is naturally acceptable to me. To be in a state or situation. So in short, to be in a state of harmony is happiness. On the contrary, unhappiness, to be forced to be in a state of disharmony or contradiction, is unhappiness. So if there is a contradiction, disharmony in me, and I am not able to come out of this state, and I am forced to be in that state, this is unhappiness. So we can verify for ourselves, this is happiness for me or not, or I have assumed happiness something else. So if I am in a state of harmony, I am happy. If I am in a state of contradiction, I am unhappy. So this we can verify for ourselves. So whenever you feel that you are happy, just investigate whether you are happy because of you are in a state of harmony or there is some other reason of it. So we need to explore it. Don't accept it as it is. You just explore is what is happiness. Whenever you are happy, what is the reason? Reason is the state of harmony in me, or reason is something else, something outside influence that we need to investigate with awareness, consciously. Right. Suppose we are listening old song. So I am feeling happy because I am in harmony, or something is happening outside that is favorable to me. So that we need to check. And also check how many times you are aware that you are in a state of harmony. So that we need to explore, that we need to check. So just explore it, we will discuss it. So if you have any doubt of this proposal, so we can discuss it. नमस्ते भैया.
जी भैया नमस्ते. नमस्ते सभी को. Am I audible भैया?
जी जी.
जी. So भैया, as per yesterday's assignment, I am retrospecting of my past 6 to 7 months journey, and then I'm able to see this thing that automatically भैया this kind of thing is getting inculcated within me, that whatever I do outside, if I'm not ensuring the things within me, then things can't be permanent, and I am a continuous thing, I am a permanent thing, so I need something permanent in form of happiness as well, continuous happiness. So bhaiya, this is happening like this. Talking about this slide, and so bhaiya, one thing happens with me that maximum times from tasty food, I don't feel much happy, but these days I have been eating 2 times only. Previously, I used to eat at any time. So sometimes whenever I'm supposed to eat food, I feel a sense of reward that yeah, I am going to get it. Maybe because of my old habits. That previously I used to eat it at any time. Now I'm getting to eat it only 2 times. So especially in the daytime, like night time, I eat 7 o'clock. Then again after 16 hours break, I eat it at 12 o'clock something in the daytime. So I am able to see this thing very clearly within me that when I go to eat, I feel like this, that okay, I am going to get, I'm getting to eat it. And that's not at all thankfulness. That's obviously that I am getting happy from the sensual pleasure. I'm working on it and things are being normalized, but this is the current condition I'm able to see. And I'm able to clearly see the difference between craving and hunger. Maximum times I'm not hungry, but I feel I should eat this meetha as well, I should eat that as well. I'm able to see this thing clearly. So this is the current condition. About songs, it doesn't happen much with me. But yeah, as per this slide, sometimes it happens with me when I see people working for the harmony or talking about the harmony. I'm able to see this thing that I feel harmonious, which is actually again an external impact only. So yeah, in this case, how should I say, like when I listen to you, when I listen to Ganesh Bhaiya, and one more point is there, like day before yesterday, one of my cousins, he was talking very much bad about some sort of caste or religion. Previously, I used to get so much disturbed by this. Now that day I was not getting disturbed. So when person is not talking the things favorable to me, I'm not getting disturbed. But when somebody is talking about harmony, existential reality, not just people with UHV, anybody. And I also listen to Acharya Prashant and Deep Maheshwari sometimes. There is spiritual session. So I feel like that, yeah, they are talking about something concrete. So Bhaiya, how should I see this? Is it external or this is because that is related to my innateness, so I am feeling happy? How should I see this? Thank you, Bhaiya.
So see, whenever we are conversating with each other, है ना, or someone else,
जी
and if the discussion is directing me to see natural acceptance,
हम्म
then we feel comfortable.
yes
So if we are leading towards natural acceptance, it means we are leading towards harmony, happiness. So whenever discussion is not helping us to reach natural acceptance, then we may feel contradiction.
हम्म
So whenever we listen these people, spiritual people, and it help us to lead, it help us to reach to our natural acceptance, then we feel comfortable and it leads to our happiness. Yeah. And if it
जी
is not happening, then we either we make effort or at least we do not feel comfortable. So many times we try to unfold the words, many times we try to unfold their conversation, you know,
जी
and we keep trying to unfold till we reach to our natural acceptance.
correct
So that path towards natural acceptance makes us comfortable because it helps us to evaluate our sanskar.
हम्म
And so if it is happening, it means we are moving towards harmony. So if it is
जी
not happening, it means we need to make more efforts to see our innate nature, to see our natural acceptance. Ji bhaiya, you tell me now anything else.
no bhaiya this is the only thing it is happening and about food bhaiya like means I'm not able to differentiate sometimes like is it my body need like sometimes we say like this na that I am feeling hungry so who tells us I am feeling hungry we only tell our body needs we read the sensation so I'm not able to differentiate at times what is craving and what is hunger like talking about sweets so there is no need of sweets we get enough sugar enough sucrose from wheat only from other grains only how should we differentiate this bhaiya sometimes I'm not able to do
Yeah. So one important thing is I am not hungry. There is a hunger in body.
hmm.
Body needs food.
जी जी
I need continuity of happiness.
correct
So if we are able to see this, then we can sense difference between this hunger and craving.
जी
So craving is happening in me because
correct
I want continuity of happiness. So why there is a craving? Because I want to ensure happiness with the help of senses.
hmm.
And these senses do not have ability to continue my happiness because it is changing day by day.
yes
And I want continuity. So it gives pleasure for short time, but it cannot continue my happiness. So it reflects in terms of craving.
hmm.
So if I am aware that I want happiness, body need food.
Hmm.
And while taking food, if you observe the body, you observe the food, you observe body. While taking food, you just observe. You
Hmm.
keep your whole focus on food, on body, what is happening. Then you will be able to see, now my stomach is full, there is no need to take more food. But if you are not observing, your attention is somewhere else, in your expectation of happiness, then maybe your stomach is full, but you are not satisfied within yourself because you are still have impression that happiness is an external influence.
Hmm.
So you are thinking of some more external influence.
Hmm. correct
Right. So one point is just be aware when taking food.
जी
Don't touch your mobile. Don't on your TV, don't talk to anyone. Just be aware. Every piece you are taking in, we will be able to see that what is state of our stomach. Right, Veer? And if there is a craving, then you ask yourself, is happiness my innate nature or some external influence?
Hmm.
So these questions will help you,
Correct.
will help us every time.
Yes, yes.
So for example, whenever I take tea, I ask this question, am I taking to be happy? Taking to be happy? So immediately answer comes, no, I can ensure my happiness by myself. Then why I am taking tea? So many times answer comes that I am feel lethargic,
Mhm.
this kind of things. So I conversate myself. Is there any other way to be active at the level of body to take some another? But sometimes due to old sanskar, it dominates
Yes,
me.
yes, yes,
Sometimes I fight and take alternatives.
yes, yes.
So this is matter of awareness, how much I am aware of my actions.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we are.
GG, thank you. No, we are just because of morning session only. I used to take 5 teas, and now I'm taking two only, and two like very small quantity, because I'm able to see it. It's not like this. I'm imposing something, but I'm able to see 50 ml only. Two sips I'm taking. This is also due to my old sanskar, and I'm not getting any alternative in office. What else can I drink? So I take one only. So that is because of this only that I'm able to see body and self is different. Thank you, Bia. Thank you. I have taken enough time, Bia. Thank you so much. जी भैया, Namaste.
So we are discussing happiness and continuity of happiness, and we are discussing that happiness is our innate nature or is it an external influence. So in that sequence, now we are discussing what is happiness. So the proposal is happiness is to be in a state of harmony. So that we need to verify whether this is happiness for us or not. Because if I am not clear of happiness, then I will search happiness outside. And when I will search happiness outside, it means I will search for some external influence. Sometimes in the form of tea, sometimes in the form of songs, sometimes in the form of appreciation, recognition, sometimes in the form of highlighting myself to others. So these program we will keep making to get happiness. So it is important to verify what is happiness. So we can just ask ourselves, is happiness a state of harmony for us? We can check within ourselves. So see, so we can keep discussing it. If there is any doubt on this definition or this proposal, we can discuss.
Yeah, I was asking, like, we talk of direct observation. So, if you want to give an example of this, state or situation, can we cite any example for this state of happiness? And second is similar, like, how can we directly observe our state of harmony? So, uh, can you put light on this? Ji.
Ji. So state of harmony means I have feelings that is naturally acceptable to me. So my feelings, my thoughts are aligned with my natural acceptance. That is a state of harmony. So for example, whenever I have a feeling of relationship, I am in harmony, because feeling of relationship is naturally acceptable to me. I want to be in relationship all the time. So whenever there is a feeling of relationship in me, I will be in harmony. Whenever there is a feeling of opposition in me, I will be in contradiction, because I don't want to be in that state. So a state of harmony is something is going on in me which is aligned with my natural acceptance. A state of contradiction means something is going on in me which is not aligned with my natural acceptance. For example, whenever your child comes, so you start with the feeling of care. So if you have a feeling of care, you will be in harmony. If you have a doubt on intention of the child, means mistrust, then you will be in contradiction. And how can we see it directly? So we can see directly very easily. So whenever you are in contradiction, you will feel uncomfortable. On the contrary, we are feeling uncomfortable because we are in a state of contradiction. We are feeling comfortable because we are in a state of harmony. So for example, feeling of respect. So whenever I have a feeling of respect, I will feel harmony in us, because it is naturally acceptable to me. And I would like to be in that state or situation. Whenever there is a mistrust in me, disrespect, feeling of disrespect in me, I will feel contradiction in me, because it is not naturally acceptable to me. So my contradiction is not because of others' behavior. My contradiction is because of the feeling that is not aligned with my natural acceptance. It is creating contradiction. Similarly, if I have feeling that is aligned with my natural acceptance, I will be in a state of harmony. Right, Bhaiya?
Jay, Bhaiya. Jay, nice. Jay. So particularly when people ask example on this particular left part, unhappiness part, examples are many, but giving example in happiness part is no, bit tough sometimes. Jay, I got the point, Bhaiya. Jay, thank you.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste, Didi.
Am I audible?
Ji, ji.
Yeah. Bhaiya, this proposal is acceptable. Like while verifying it, happiness is my innate nature. Like when I trace it back to my childhood and teenager days, then I remember I was happy when my parents were in harmony, when there was harmony in my family. But there was a little discomfort or conflict among my parents, then I was bound to be unhappy. So I'm just that was not naturally acceptable to me. So how I was bound to be happy in that case? So Bhaiya, just guide me. Like it is sometimes dependent on other factors and other situations. Like yes, Bhaiya.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when there is a issue between parents, है ना? So it is not naturally acceptable to us.
Yeah.
So because it is not naturally acceptable to us, we want to see relationship with everyone.
Yeah.
So the problem is in parents, but I have a feeling of opposition. Why they are not able to live together? So this feeling of opposition makes us unhappy.
Yes, Bhaiya, but in that situation, that is not something which is naturally acceptable. That situation.
That's why we are unhappy, because it is
Yes.
not naturally acceptable to us.
Yes, भैया somebody is one, yeah,
जी, so two things are
somebody is,
happening. Two things are oh. So this is
yeah,
time
yes
for Hindi
भैया,
session, है ना? So either
okay
you
भैया,
continue with Sharmila Didi or we
okay
can
भैया,
discuss it tomorrow also.
okay, thank you भैया.
जी, नमस्ते दीदी.